Good morning/afternoon/evening, everyone. What if I told you that the single greatest factor in determining your success isn't your intelligence, your skills, or even your network? It's your mindset. Success is not something that happens by chance. It is not reserved for a select few who are born with special talents or extraordinary intelligence. It begins with something much more fundamental: belief. Before any great achievement can manifest in reality, it must first exist in the mind. Every innovation, every breakthrough, and every accomplishment in history started with someone who simply believed it was possible. Without that belief, action would never have followed. Our thoughts shape our reality in ways we often underestimate. When we believe we can achieve something, our actions begin to align with that belief. We put in the effort, we take the risks, and we persist through challenges because, deep down, we hold on to the conviction that success is within reach. On the other hand, when doubt takes over, it weakens our efforts before we even begin. A person who doesn't believe in their ability to succeed will hesitate, second-guess themselves, and find reasons why something won't work rather than focusing on how it could. History is filled with examples of individuals who succeeded against the odds simply because they refused to let doubt dictate their path. Think about the Wright brothers, who believed humans could fly when the rest of the world thought it was impossible. Their belief fueled their persistence. They failed, they adjusted, they learned, and eventually they changed history. If they had listened to skeptics or given into their own failures, airplanes would not exist as we know them today. Their story is proof that belief is not just a mindset, it is the starting point of all progress. Belief does not mean ignoring reality or pretending that challenges don't exist. It means choosing to see obstacles as stepping stones rather than roadblocks. When a person truly believes in their ability to succeed, they don't interpret failure as a sign to quit. They see it as feedback. They analyze what went wrong, make adjustments, and try again. This mindset is what separates those who achieve great things from those who give up too soon. Every person who has ever reached the peak of their field has encountered failure along the way. The difference is that they didn't allow failure to shake their belief. Self-belief is often the missing ingredient in people's lives. Many individuals have talent, intelligence, and even opportunities, yet they struggle to make progress because deep down, they don't believe they are capable or deserving of success. They hesitate, waiting for someone else to validate them, not realizing that the only validation they truly need is their own. Confidence is not something we are born with. It is something we cultivate through experience, practice, and mindset. The more we push ourselves beyond our comfort zones, the more we prove to ourselves what we are capable of, and the stronger our belief grows. However, belief alone is not enough. It must be backed by action. A person can believe in their potential, but if they never take the first step, nothing changes. The power of belief lies in its ability to inspire movement. When someone believes they can achieve something, they are more willing to put in the effort, face rejection, and stay committed even when results are not immediate. Belief creates resilience, and resilience is what carries people through challenges that cause others to quit. The people we surround ourselves with also play a significant role in shaping our beliefs. If we are constantly around negativity, doubt, and pessimism, it becomes difficult to maintain confidence in ourselves. But when we surround ourselves with those who encourage, uplift, and push us forward, our belief in ourselves strengthens. This is why successful people seek out mentors, coaches, and supportive communities. They understand that belief is reinforced by the environment we choose. In the end, belief is the foundation of all success. It is the invisible force that fuels ambition, drives persistence, and turns dreams into reality. Those who dare to believe in themselves, even when the world doubts them, are the ones who make the greatest impact. The way we perceive the world directly influences how we experience it. Our mindset is like a lens through which we filter every situation, challenge, and opportunity. Two people can go through the exact same event, but walk away with entirely different perspectives. One feeling empowered, the other feeling defeated. The difference is not in the event itself, but in how they choose to interpret it. This is why our mindset is so powerful. It shapes not just our thoughts, but our actions, our emotions, and ultimately, the results we achieve in life. A positive mindset does not mean ignoring difficulties or pretending that challenges don't exist. It means choosing to focus on possibilities rather than limitations. When faced with adversity, a person with a growth mindset will look for solutions, lessons, and opportunities, while someone with a fixed or negative mindset will focus on the obstacles, the reasons something won't work, and the fear of failure. This difference in perspective determines who moves forward and who stays stuck. Think about a person who wakes up and immediately dreads the day ahead. They tell themselves that work is going to be stressful, that people are difficult, and that nothing ever goes their way. Because they have already decided this in their mind, they unconsciously look for proof to confirm it. They focus on every inconvenience, every delay, and every problem. On the other hand, a person with a positive mindset might wake up and decide that today is an opportunity to grow, to contribute, and to overcome challenges with confidence. They will look for moments of progress, for things to appreciate, and for solutions instead of problems. Even if they face the same obstacles, their experience will be completely different simply because of their mindset. The science behind this is clear. The brain has a filtering system called the reticular activating system, RAS, which takes in an overwhelming amount of information every second and decides what is important for us to notice. The things we focus on the most become the things we see more often. If we constantly tell ourselves that we are unlucky, not good enough, or incapable, our brain will highlight everything that supports that belief. But if we train ourselves to look for opportunities, strengths, and progress, our brain will help us find them. This is why successful people are often not the ones with the easiest circumstances, but the ones who have trained themselves to see possibilities where others see obstacles. Mindset also plays a significant role in how we handle failure. A person with a negative mindset might see failure as confirmation that they are not capable, while a person with a positive mindset sees it as valuable feedback. The most successful individuals in any field have experienced failure countless times, but they did not allow it to define them. They viewed it as part of the journey, adjusted their approach, and kept moving forward. This resilience comes from a belief that setbacks are temporary and that every challenge holds an opportunity for growth. Another critical aspect of mindset is how we perceive challenges. Life will always present difficulties, but whether we see them as barriers or stepping stones depends on our mental approach. Some people view challenges as threats, while others see them as chances to develop new skills, strengthen their character, and test their perseverance. This shift in perception can make the difference between someone who constantly struggles and someone who thrives despite obstacles. Our external circumstances do not control our mindset. Our mindset controls how we experience those circumstances. Two people can lose a job. One might see it as a devastating failure, while the other sees it as an opportunity to find something better or to start a new venture. The event is the same, but the meaning assigned to it is different, and that meaning determines the next step they take. This is why some people seem to turn every hardship into a comeback, while others remain stuck in disappointment. Mindset also affects our interactions with others. When we believe that people are generally supportive, kind, and willing to help, we approach relationships with openness and trust. This belief often leads to deeper connections and more collaboration. On the other hand, if we believe that people are selfish, untrustworthy, or against us, we become defensive, distant, and less willing to ask for help. This belief then creates the very reality we fear, making it harder to build meaningful relationships. The power of mindset extends beyond personal success and influences leadership, teamwork, and even entire communities. In any organization, the mindset of its leaders sets the tone. A leader who believes in their team's potential will inspire confidence and motivation, while a leader who constantly doubts their team will create a culture of fear and hesitation. The same is true for families, schools, and friendships. Mindset spreads, and the way one person views the world can impact those around them. By choosing to adopt a mindset that focuses on growth, resilience, and opportunity, we don't just change our thoughts, we change our entire experience of life. Failure is an inevitable part of life. No one who has ever achieved greatness has done so without encountering setbacks along the way. Yet what separates those who succeed from those who remain stuck is how they perceive failure. For some, failure is a stop sign, an indication that they are not good enough, that they should quit, that they were never meant to succeed in the first place. For others, failure is nothing more than a stepping stone, a necessary part of the journey that teaches valuable lessons and builds resilience. This mindset determines whether someone keeps moving forward or gives up entirely. Failure itself is neutral. It is neither good nor bad until we assign meaning to it. When a person sees failure as a final outcome, they lose the ability to grow from it. They internalize it as a reflection of their abilities rather than an opportunity to improve. However, those who embrace failure as part of the learning process recognize that it is not a sign of personal weakness, but a natural step toward progress. They understand that mistakes and setbacks are not meant to discourage them, but to refine them. Throughout history, some of the most successful individuals have faced failure repeatedly before achieving their goals. Thomas Edison famously failed over 1,000 times before inventing the light bulb. When asked about his failures, he did not see them as wasted effort, but as necessary experiments that brought him closer to the right solution. His mindset was simple. Every failure provided data, every mistake revealed something new, and every setback was just one step closer to success. If he had viewed failure as a stop sign, the world might never have experienced one of the greatest technological advancements of all time. The same principle applies to entrepreneurs, athletes, artists, and leaders in every field. Michael Jordan, widely regarded as one of the greatest basketball players of all time, was cut from his high school basketball team. Instead of allowing that rejection to define him, he used it as motivation to train harder, push himself further, and refine his skills. That moment of failure did not mark the end of his journey. It fueled his determination to succeed. His ability to transform failure into growth became the foundation of his legendary career. One of the most significant aspects of failure is the opportunity it provides for self-discovery. When things go wrong, we are forced to evaluate our approach, our decisions, and our mindset. Failure reveals our weaknesses, but in doing so, it also gives us the chance to strengthen them. It forces us to ask important questions. What went wrong? What can I do differently next time? What skills do I need to develop? These questions lead to growth, and that growth eventually leads to success. Fear of failure often holds people back more than failure itself. Many individuals avoid taking risks, pursuing their dreams, or stepping outside their comfort zones because they are afraid of falling short. They would rather stay in familiar territory than risk embarrassment, disappointment, or rejection. But this fear limits potential more than any failure ever could. The truth is, failure is not the opposite of success. It is part of the process. The people who achieve great things are not those who never fail, but those who refuse to let failure define them. The most valuable lessons in life often come from the moments that feel like setbacks. Failure teaches resilience, patience, adaptability, and problem-solving skills that no success can provide on its own. It builds character and strengthens mental toughness. People who have experienced failure and learn from it develop a mindset that allows them to face challenges with confidence. They understand that no single failure can determine their future unless they allow it to. The path to success is rarely a straight line. It is filled with unexpected turns, obstacles, and moments of doubt. But every failure, every mistake, and every setback has a purpose. They shape us, teach us, and push us to improve. Those who succeed are not those who avoid failure, but those who embrace it as part of their journey. The energy we put into the world is the energy we receive in return. This principle applies to everything: our relationships, our careers, and even the opportunities that come our way. When we radiate positivity, we naturally attract people, circumstances, and solutions that align with our goals. Our mindset, attitude, and emotions create a ripple effect that influences not only our personal experiences, but also the way others perceive and respond to us. This is why people who exude confidence, optimism, and enthusiasm often find themselves surrounded by success, while those who focus on negativity, doubt, and fear struggle to break free from challenges. Every interaction we have with others is an exchange of energy. Have you ever walked into a room and immediately felt a shift in atmosphere based on the people inside? Some individuals bring warmth, encouragement, and a sense of possibility, making everyone around them feel motivated and inspired. Others carry an air of negativity, pessimism, and doubt, creating tension and discouragement. In the way we carry ourselves, our tone of voice, our body language, our expressions, transmits an unspoken message about our mindset. People naturally gravitate toward those who uplift them and distance themselves from those who drain their energy. Opportunities function in the same way. When we approach life with an open mind and a positive attitude, we begin to see possibilities where others see obstacles. Instead of focusing on what is missing or what could go wrong, we focus on solutions, progress, and potential. This shift in perception allows us to recognize opportunities that may have otherwise gone unnoticed. A positive mindset also makes us more willing to take action. People who believe in their ability to succeed are more likely to step forward, take risks, and pursue their goals with determination. This proactive energy naturally attracts more opportunities, creating a cycle of growth and achievement. The people we attract into our lives are often a reflection of our own energy. Those who radiate positivity tend to build strong, supportive relationships with like-minded individuals who share similar ambitions and values. These connections open doors to new possibilities, collaborations, and insights that propel us forward. On the other hand, negativity repels growth. People who constantly complain, doubt themselves, or focus on limitations often find themselves surrounded by others with the same mindset, reinforcing an environment that stifles progress. By consciously choosing to embody positive energy, we create an environment where encouragement, inspiration, and success thrive. Confidence is another key factor in the energy we project. When we carry ourselves with self-assurance and a belief in our abilities, we naturally attract respect, trust, and admiration from others. Confidence is contagious. When we believe in ourselves, others believe in us too. This belief translates into new opportunities, whether in business, leadership, or personal endeavors. Conversely, self-doubt and hesitation create an energy that signals uncertainty, making it difficult for others to place their trust in us. Energy also influences how we handle challenges. A person with positive energy views setbacks as temporary and solvable, while someone with negative energy sees them as overwhelming and permanent. This mindset determines whether we find solutions or dwell on problems. Positivity fuels resilience, allowing us to push through adversity with determination rather than surrendering to doubt. The way we respond to difficulties not only shapes our personal growth, but also determines how others perceive us. People are naturally drawn to those who remain composed, optimistic, and solution-oriented, especially in moments of uncertainty. Our thoughts, emotions, and actions create a frequency that attracts similar energy in return. When we consciously choose to focus on gratitude, possibility, and progress, we cultivate an environment that fosters success. Those who radiate positivity don't just experience better outcomes, they influence the world around them, drawing in people and opportunities that align with their vision. By being intentional with the energy we project, we set the foundation for a life filled with purpose, achievement, and fulfillment. Clarity of purpose is one of the most powerful forces in human motivation. When we have a strong why behind our actions, we develop an inner drive that keeps us moving forward, even in the face of adversity. This sense of purpose fuels resilience, giving us the strength to persist when challenges arise. Without a clear reason for why we are doing something, obstacles can feel overwhelming, and setbacks can seem like reasons to quit. But when we have a deep understanding of our purpose, difficulties become part of the journey rather than the end of the road. People who achieve great things in life are not necessarily the most talented or the luckiest. They are the ones who have an unshakable connection to their purpose. Their why is so strong that it outweighs any temporary struggles. Consider an entrepreneur who builds a company from the ground up. In the beginning, there are endless challenges, financial struggles, rejection, failures. But those who succeed are the ones who stay committed to their purpose despite the hardships. Their belief in why they started keeps them going. They are not just working for money or status. They are driven by a vision, a mission, something bigger than themselves. Purpose is what allows people to endure setbacks with resilience. When a person knows why they are pursuing a goal, failure does not feel like a reason to stop. It feels like a stepping stone to something greater. Athletes who push through grueling training sessions, doctors who spend years in difficult schooling, artists who face countless rejections, what keeps them going is not just skill or discipline, but a deep-rooted purpose. They have connected their efforts to something meaningful, something that makes the struggle worthwhile. The difference between people who quit and those who persist often comes down to whether or not they have a clear reason for what they are doing. Someone who starts a business just for money may give up when profits do not come quickly, but someone who starts a business because they want to change lives or solve a problem will continue even when things are difficult, because their motivation goes beyond financial gain. Similarly, an employee who sees their job as just a paycheck may do the bare minimum, while someone who sees their work as contributing to a larger mission will find ways to grow, improve, and make a meaningful impact. Purpose also provides direction. When we know why we are doing something, decisions become clearer and distractions lose their power. People who lack a clear why often feel lost, jumping from one thing to another, unsure of what truly matters. But those with purpose have a guiding force that helps them stay on track. They do not waste time on things that do not align with their mission because they know what they are working toward. This sense of direction allows them to focus their energy on what truly matters, making their efforts more effective. Resilience is not just about toughness. It is about having a reason to keep going. When challenges arise, those who lack purpose often feel defeated, while those with a strong why see obstacles as part of the journey. A person training for a marathon does not quit because they are tired. They push through the pain because they have a goal that matters to them. A parent working multiple jobs to provide for their family does not stop because they are exhausted. They keep going because their purpose is bigger than their struggles. The energy that comes from knowing our why is powerful. It transforms work into passion, obstacles into lessons, and challenges into growth. It gives meaning to the struggle, making every difficulty a necessary step rather than a reason to stop. When we have clarity of purpose, resilience becomes second nature, and no challenge is too great to overcome. The people we surround ourselves with have a profound impact on our mindset, motivation, and ultimately our success. Human beings are naturally influenced by their environment, and the company we keep shapes the way we think, act, and perceive the world. When we are surrounded by driven, optimistic individuals, we absorb their energy, adopt their habits, and push ourselves to become better. On the other hand, if we spend time around negative, uninspired, or complacent people, their outlook on life begins to affect our own, often limiting our growth and potential. The power of association is undeniable. Studies have shown that we tend to mirror the behaviors, attitudes, and even the success levels of those we interact with most frequently. If we are surrounded by individuals who strive for excellence, constantly challenge themselves, and pursue their goals with determination, we are more likely to adopt those same qualities. We naturally rise to the standards of those around us. However, if we are constantly exposed to negativity, doubt, and complacency, those same traits will begin to take root in our own mindset, making it harder to break free from mediocrity. Successful people understand that their environment plays a crucial role in their development, which is why they are intentional about the relationships they cultivate. They seek out mentors, peers, and communities that inspire them to grow. They engage in conversations that expand their thinking, challenge their assumptions, and push them beyond their comfort zones. Growth does not happen in isolation. It happens in the presence of those who elevate us. Surrounding ourselves with people who believe in their own potential encourages us to believe in ours. Optimism is contagious, and so is negativity. When we are around people who constantly complain, doubt themselves, or resist change, it is easy to adopt the same mindset. A negative environment breeds excuses, fear, and hesitation. It creates an atmosphere where failure is seen as a reason to quit rather than as an opportunity to learn. But when we are surrounded by individuals who embrace challenges, find solutions, and maintain a positive outlook, we begin to develop the same mindset and the same mental perception. Their confidence, resilience, and determination become a source of strength for us as well. The right people also hold us accountable. When we share our goals with individuals who are ambitious and action-oriented, they will push us to follow through. They will challenge us when we start making excuses, remind us of our potential when we feel discouraged, and celebrate our wins when we make progress. This kind of accountability is invaluable because it keeps us from settling for less than we are capable of achieving. It ensures that we stay committed even when motivation fades. Additionally, being in the right environment exposes us to new opportunities. People who are actively pursuing growth often share insights, resources, and connections that can open doors we never knew existed. A single conversation with the right person can change the course of our career, introduce us to a life-changing idea, or inspire us to take action on something we have been hesitant about. The right relationships create a cycle of growth where knowledge, opportunities, and inspiration are continuously exchanged. It is important to regularly evaluate the company we keep. Are the people around us encouraging us to become better versions of ourselves, or are they holding us back? Are they inspiring us to take action, or are they reinforcing our fears and doubts? The answers to these questions can provide valuable insight into whether our environment is helping or hindering our progress. If we want to achieve great things, we must be willing to surround ourselves with people who reflect the mindset, values, and ambition we aspire to have. Ultimately, our environment shapes our growth, and we have the power to choose who we allow into our space. By surrounding ourselves with individuals who are driven, optimistic, and committed to personal and professional development, we amplify our own potential. Their energy, mindset, and determination fuel our journey, helping us reach heights we might not have achieved alone. Gratitude is one of the most powerful shifts we can make in our mindset. It transforms the way we see our lives, our work, and our opportunities. When we focus on what we lack, we fall into a cycle of frustration, comparison, and dissatisfaction. But when we focus on what we have, we cultivate a sense of abundance, appreciation, and success. But gratitude is not about ignoring challenges or pretending everything is perfect. It is about shifting our perspective to recognize the value in what we already possess. This shift fuels resilience, motivation, and ultimately, achievement. Many people spend their lives chasing something they believe will make them happy. A promotion, more money, a bigger house, or recognition. While ambition is important, the constant focus on what is missing creates a mindset of scarcity. It makes us feel like we are never enough, that we are always behind, and that true fulfillment is always just out of reach. This cycle leads to frustration because no matter how much we achieve, there is always something more to want. However, when we practice gratitude, we recognize that success is not just about getting more, it is about appreciating what we already have while working toward our goals. Gratitude changes the way we approach success. Instead of feeling like we need external validation to be happy, we realize that fulfillment comes from within. A person who constantly chases wealth but never takes a moment to appreciate what they already have will always feel poor, no matter how much they earn. On the other hand, someone who recognizes the value of their current blessings, health, relationships, skills, and opportunities, feels a sense of richness and fulfillment even as they work toward more. Gratitude does not mean settling. It means progressing with a mindset of appreciation rather than one of lack. The way we see our challenges also changes with gratitude. When we focus only on what is wrong in our lives, difficulties feel overwhelming and problems seem insurmountable. But when we look at the same situations through a lens of gratitude, we begin to see them as opportunities for growth. A setback in business may feel like a failure, but gratitude allows us to see it as a lesson that strengthens us. A tough period in life may seem like a burden, but gratitude reveals the hidden gifts, resilience, wisdom, and new perspectives. Every challenge carries a lesson, and gratitude allows us to find it. Gratitude also strengthens relationships. People who constantly focus on what others lack, how they could be better, how they disappoint, how they fall short, tend to experience strained relationships. But when we appreciate the people in our lives, express gratitude for their support, and recognize their efforts, our relationships flourish. Whether in friendships, family, or business, gratitude builds trust, connection, and positivity. People want to be around those who make them feel valued. By practicing gratitude, we create stronger, more meaningful connections that contribute to both personal and professional success. Another powerful effect of gratitude is its impact on mental strength. When we train ourselves to focus on what is good, we build resilience. Life is unpredictable and setbacks will always happen, but gratitude keeps us anchored. It reminds us that even in difficult moments, there are things to be thankful for, lessons to learn, people who support us, and experiences that shape us. This mindset keeps us from being overwhelmed by negativity and allows us to maintain a sense of control and optimism. Success is not just about achieving more, it is about recognizing what we already have and using it wisely. People who are grateful for their skills will invest in them and grow. Those who appreciate their opportunities will maximize them instead of taking them for granted. Gratitude turns what we have into enough, not because we stop striving, but because we recognize that success is not measured by what we lack, but by how much we value what we already possess. Growth is not found in comfort, it is found in discomfort. The truth is that true progress lies just outside of what feels familiar and safe. When we stay in our comfort zones, we limit ourselves. We stay within the boundaries of what we already know, and while that may feel secure, it also keeps us from reaching our full potential. In order to grow, we must step into the unknown, face new challenges, and embrace the discomfort that comes with pushing ourselves beyond our current abilities. This discomfort is not something to avoid, but something to welcome, for it is the very thing that triggers transformation. We all know the feeling of resistance when we are faced with a new challenge. It's easier to stick with what we know, to follow routines, and to remain in environments that don't challenge us. But growth does not come from repeating the same tasks over and over. It comes from the moments when we choose to step into something unfamiliar, when we take risks and try things we have never done before. Each time we push beyond what feels safe, we expand our capabilities, sharpen our skills, and broaden our understanding. The opportunities that truly change us, the ones that propel us to the next level, are often the ones that make us feel uneasy or uncertain. These are the moments when we are forced to stretch, to grow in ways we didn't think possible. If we wait for the perfect moment when everything feels right, we will never experience the breakthroughs that are possible when we push through discomfort. Every time we embrace the unknown, we increase our capacity to handle future challenges with greater confidence and resilience. Discomfort is not something to be feared, it is a sign of growth in progress. Think about the last time you faced a difficult situation, whether it was a tough project at work, a personal challenge, or a physical test. In that moment, you likely felt overwhelmed, unsure, or even afraid. But by sticking with it, by pushing through the discomfort, you likely emerged stronger, wiser, and more capable than before. It was in those moments of stretching beyond your comfort zone that you learned new skills, gained new insights, and became a more well-rounded person. Many people resist growth because they fear failure, pain, or rejection. The truth is, failure is not a sign that we should quit. It is a sign that we are on the right track. Growth happens when we are stretched beyond our current limits, and that process often involves falling down, making mistakes, and learning from them. The discomfort that comes with failure is not something to avoid, but something to embrace. Every failure is a lesson, and every lesson is an opportunity for growth. The people who succeed are not the ones who avoid discomfort, but the ones who face it head on, learn from it, and keep moving forward. In many areas of life, the greatest rewards are reserved for those who are willing to take risks, step into the unknown, and push beyond what feels comfortable. Whether it's starting a new business, speaking in public, taking on a challenging project, or simply trying something new, the act of stepping out of our comfort zone unlocks opportunities that would otherwise remain out of reach. It is through discomfort that we build resilience and expand our capacity for success. We grow because we challenge ourselves. We push through the fear, the uncertainty, and the discomfort, knowing that on the other side is a version of ourselves that is stronger, more capable, and more prepared for whatever comes next. The road to success is paved with moments of discomfort, and it is in those moments that we discover the true extent of our potential. Growth comes from discomfort not because it is easy, but because it forces us to become more than we were yesterday. By embracing discomfort, we unlock a future filled with endless possibilities. A positive mindset is not something we are born with, nor is it something that we simply have or lack. It is a choice, a conscious decision that we make every day. Positivity is not an inherent trait that some people possess and others do not. It is a mindset that can be cultivated through practice, perspective, and intention. While some may be naturally more optimistic due to their temperament, anyone can learn to foster a positive outlook through effort and consistent thought patterns. The idea that we are simply born this way gives us an excuse to remain stagnant in our mindset. But the truth is, we have the power to shape how we think and feel every single day. Positivity begins with a choice. It is a decision we make when we wake up in the morning, whether we will choose to focus on the good, the possibilities, and the opportunities, or whether we will choose to dwell on the problems, the challenges, and the obstacles. This choice may not always be easy, especially in difficult times, but it is in those moments that the power of mindset becomes most apparent. We cannot control everything that happens to us, but we can control how we respond. A positive mindset is about looking at life through a lens of gratitude and opportunity rather than scarcity and limitation. The practice of cultivating a positive mindset starts with small, intentional changes in our thoughts. We can begin by paying attention to our inner dialogue, the thoughts that we allow to dominate our minds. When we catch ourselves thinking negatively, we can consciously shift our focus to something more uplifting. This does not mean ignoring our challenges or pretending that everything is perfect. It means choosing to focus on what we can control, on the progress we have made, and on the lessons we are learning along the way. It is about recognizing that even in the face of difficulty, we have the ability to find something positive. Gratitude plays a key role in fostering positivity. When we make a habit of acknowledging the good things in our lives, whether big or small, we train our minds to look for what is working rather than what is not. It can be easy to get caught up in what is missing or what isn't going well, but gratitude shifts our perspective. It helps us see the abundance in our lives, the things we often take for granted. By making gratitude a daily practice, we reinforce the habit of positivity and begin to see the world as a place filled with possibility rather than limitation. Perspective also plays a vital role in shaping a positive mindset. Life is full of ups and downs, and how we choose to interpret those events determines how we feel about them. Two people can face the same challenge and have vastly different reactions. One may see it as a setback, a reason to give up, while the other may see it as an opportunity to learn, grow, and become stronger. The difference is in the perspective they choose to adopt. A positive mindset involves looking for the silver lining, even when things are tough. It means understanding that failure is not the end, but a stepping stone towards success. It means reframing setbacks as learning opportunities rather than insurmountable obstacles. Positivity is also a habit. Like any habit, it requires consistency and effort. The more we practice positive thinking, the easier it becomes. When we make the decision every day to focus on the good, to challenge negative thoughts, and to embrace gratitude, we rewire our brains to default to positivity. Over time, positivity becomes a part of who we are. It is no longer something we have to force or consciously choose. It becomes an automatic response to life's challenges. Moreover, the people we surround ourselves with can influence our mindset. Positivity is contagious, and when we spend time with people who have an optimistic outlook, we are more likely to adopt their way of thinking. The environment we create for ourselves, whether in our personal relationships, our work, or our communities, plays a significant role in our mindset. When we surround ourselves with individuals who inspire, uplift, and encourage us, it becomes easier to maintain a positive perspective. Ultimately, a positive mindset is a practice, not a trait. It is something that we can develop over time by making intentional choices, shifting our perspective, and cultivating gratitude. It is a powerful tool that helps us navigate life with greater ease, resilience, and joy. It allows us to see the world not as a series of problems to solve, but as a place full of opportunities to grow, learn, and thrive. By choosing positivity, we choose a mindset that will propel us toward success and fulfillment regardless of the challenges we may face. In conclusion, the power of a positive mindset cannot be underestimated. It is not an innate trait, but a choice that we make each day. A conscious decision to focus on growth, possibility, and opportunity rather than limitation and frustration. By believing in our ability to succeed, shifting our perspective to see the good in every situation, and surrounding ourselves with people who uplift and challenge us, we can unlock our full potential. Discomfort becomes a catalyst for growth, failure becomes a lesson, and gratitude transforms our present into a powerful foundation for the future. When we cultivate a positive mindset, we set ourselves on a path of resilience, success, and fulfillment. Success is not a destination, but a journey shaped by the thoughts we think and the actions we take. Choose positivity, choose growth, and the world will open up in ways you never thought possible.